Hi guys and welcome back. I'm Lou, Dailymotion's laziest music nerd, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm not going to be doing my usual kind of music tips and music lessons. I'm actually going to be doing almost kind of a review. I've been seeing this pattern arising on YouTube for, quite a few years now. You've got people who have got famous through either Vine, YouTube vloggers, Musical.ly, Instagram, TikTok. And then they decide one day that they want to be musicians, they want to release songs, and they want to be pop stars. If someone wants to use their fan base in order to launch their own music career, then fair dues. But the problem arises when you actually listen to the songs that are produced by these people, they just do not stand up to their contemporaries. If you compare these songs to people who are in the charts, or people who have teams of songwriters behind them, or people who've been songwriting since they were kids, or just anyone who's spent a large amount of time writing music, you see that these songs just don't stack up to them. The song that I'm going to be looking at today, I think, is a very good example. I'm not actually going to be looking at the original video. Number one, because I'll get a massive copyright strike, and number two, the production is fine on it. The vocal performance, however, Bionic Pig did do a video on that, and I highly recommend that you check that out. I'm not going to be talking about any of that. I'm just going to be talking mainly about the lyrics, because they are what kind of immediately started to grind my goat a little bit. And I just want to say before I get into it, I know fully well songwriting is incredibly subjective, and what is great or shit to one person could be amazing to another. So, I'm totally considering that. But there are a few things that you kind of pick up on when you hear about a song, and I've picked up on a fair few, so I'm just going to review this. So the song we're going to be looking at today is Kick You Out by Loren. So let's get right into it, and let's have a look at the first verse. Oh yeah, and I just want to specify, these lyrics got onto Genius. So, first one, let's go.
No one haunts me like you do in the darkness of my bedroom.
Okay, so as a start of a song, that's actually not too shabby. It's a pretty good metaphor. It's not anything spectacular or fantastic, but it's a good start. So let's see where the song goes from here.
It's hard when what we went through chases me round, chases me round.
This is where this song kind of starts to fall flat for me. Saying something like it's hard when you're talking about a breakup, it's kind of like oversimplifying how it feels. When you're writing a song, you can afford and you should try and be a little bit more dramatic than you would be if you're talking in day-to-day life. Otherwise it can sound like, a little bit dry and like you don't really mean it and you don't really care. And that's kind of my immediate feeling from that. It's like, it's hard. Oh, yeah, it's hard. Is that it? I mean, it's kind of nitpicking, but anyway, let's see what she has to say about it. I actually want to know what she has to say about it.
That lyric came from not being able to sleep at night. I was taking melatonin to try to sleep. I was waking up super early so I could sleep earlier, and it wasn't working. It doesn't help when you're in a tough situation and you can't sleep.
Well, there was nothing really kind of mentioned about sleep. I mean, the second part of that verse could have actually been much better if you said, I can't sleep when what we went through chases me around, rather than it's hard when what we went through chases me around. I mean, you got an easy filler right there. I mean, okay, it's still not fantastic, but it's definitely better than saying it's hard. One thing that I picked up on from writing lyrics for quite a while is using words like it's and but and the and even a, using the letter A to start off a line isn't good. It makes your lyrics kind of immediately sound more amateurish. So, I mean, saying something like can't sleep in the place of it's hard, I just think is a no-brainer. It would have actually added a lot more context to the song. So anyway, let's continue on, more nitpicking.
How do you stay there in my mind, doing everything to fill my time, when you chose to walk out? Why you hitting me now, hitting me?
So I mean, the first part of that, there was pretty much nothing new happening there. It's like this person you've broken up with, they're sticking around in your mind. Obviously it's filling your time. It's hard, it's haunting you. Like we get it. She says later on in the video, she's talking about hitting her up. So he's calling her. She does this symbol. But don't you ever fucking say it's hating me now.
Someone put online that it was, why are you hating me now?
So yeah, so I assume it's like a phone call, which wasn't really elaborated on before. And I'm going to talk about this a bit more in a bit, because you'll see more of this happening. It's very unclear as to what's happening with the narrative. And I know it can be really hard to keep a straight narrative with a song. It can sometimes be incredibly difficult, but it is important if you want to keep the listener's interest. So I mean, the chorus is just more the same. It's just like, what are you calling me for? What are you calling me for? It's like, you walked out, you bastard, fuck you. It's just kind of more of the same sort of stuff. So let's just go straight into the second verse.
What did I do to deserve this? These feelings making me nervous.
Why did you rhyme deserve this with nervous? I mean, like, in terms of a quantifiable lyrical mistake, it's not. In terms of something that really, really irritates me, this is something that really, really, why? Why would you rhyme deserve this with nervous? That is a cardinal sin. Nervous. It's nervous. It's not nervous. It's literally like rhyme reaching, just like, you got your finger on deserve this, and you're just scraping nervous. That's how far away those two rhymes are from each other. Still did it, and to that I must tip my hat, but I also must give you my utmost disrespect because I really hate that. I really hate it. Anyway, continuing on.
Please teach me how to unlearn this.
I would say what kind of really sums up this song for me is lines like, please teach me. When you're using words like please, you're pleading with someone, so why would you then go teach? Why wouldn't you go show me? To me anyway, that just sounds more, I don't know, more heartfelt, saying show me than teach me. It's like, teaching seems a bit kind of disconnected. And I suppose a lot of this is kind of nitpicking, but this is just kind of like just throwing words at the page. And I think this is kind of what the song can be summed up as. Another really big problem I found with the song as well is if you look at any great story, song, film, book, TV show, whatever it is, there will always be character development. Characters are multifaceted. Characters that you identify with, they're multifaceted. They have good sides. They have faults or bad sides. The bad guys that you like, you can identify with them as well. If you look at any bad guy that's been portrayed well, and you can kind of like him, you'll see different aspects to the character, not just kind of evil. The reason why I'm making this connection is in a love song or like a heartbreak song like this, you have someone who is hurt and then someone who is doing the hurting. But in good heartbreak songs, and I'll show you an example of this in a second, in good heartbreak songs, you have the person who's been heartbroken, the person who's doing the heartbreaking, but the person who's doing the heartbreaking isn't purely to blame. It's also the responsibility of the person who's heartbroken to make sure that they stay out of contact with this person and find a way to move on. And this is why I'm going to use this reference, because this is the closest song that I can kind of find to this. And it's Dua Lipa? I don't know. Tulips? If you actually look at the lyrics of this song, you will see it's almost like night and day comparing this to Loren Gray's song. So I'm just going to read the first verse because you'll see there's more information in this first verse than there is in Loren Gray's entire song. It's quite astounding actually. So talking in my sleep at night, making myself crazy, wrote it down and read it out, hoping it would save me. My love, he makes me feel like nobody else. But my love, he doesn't love me, so I tell myself. So the first line, talking in my sleep at night, making myself crazy. You have the scene. The scene has been set. You can picture it in your mind. It's not like someone saying something to you. You can picture it in your mind. And the next part is wrote it down and read it out, hoping it would save me. So I suppose that could have different interpretations. I would interpret it as writing down your dreams, maybe. And then you have this line, my love, he makes me feel like nobody else. And this is really what Loren Gray should have been putting in a song. There's so much in Kick You Out about, all these feelings that she has. I have all these feelings. When friends talk about you, I just wish they wouldn't talk about you. It's really annoying. It's really upsetting. That's what it just comes across like. It's just so much telling. It's just, I'm feeling like this. This is how I feel. In this song, you have lines which actually show you how this person is feeling. They actually describe it in detail with actually not that many words. You can empathise with it. Because songwriting, it's incredibly subjective. There's really no right or wrong way to write a song. I'd say what makes a good song is a song that people can relate to, whether that's musically or lyrically. And in terms of music, Kick You Out is got a good melody. It's got good production. In my opinion, it's a bit crap and cheesy, but there's a demographic that this particular style of song is going to relate to. But that's what it's being based on, the style of the song, not the actual contents of it. Because if you look at the contents of it, it's pretty bare. And the lyrics are the contents of the song. The lyrics are the soul of the song. There is nothing there. Dua Lipa's song is also overproduced, but the lyrics, when you read into the lyrics, you've actually got something a bit more. You've got a song which is actually about taking responsibility and helping you get over heartbreak. I think if Loren Gray keeps at it, she could genuinely become a good songwriter. I believe that anyone can become a good musician, good songwriter. You can do whatever you want if you put your mind to it and you put in the effort. But I don't think Loren Gray put in very much effort into this particular song, and I do think that she needs to try harder. That's if she wants to try harder. She might not want to, and her fans might not want to listen to it. Anyway, this has been the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. Let me know if you enjoyed the series. I would like to do more videos like this. I actually quite enjoyed looking at songs like this and talking about them with you guys. And also, my band are releasing an EP soon. My band is Derelict Dream. I don't know if this is going to be the right way around. And yeah, I am wearing my own band's merch, which is also a bit sinful. We're releasing an EP soon. Go and check that out. Like our page, subscribe to our mailing list on our website, derelictdream.com. Once again, thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you in the next one.